That's at 4 p.m. Eastern. And the sign says Parker Power. Parker Bohn III. He was our top seed this week. He's from Jackson, New Jersey.
Very popular player, Parker Bohn. In fact, when you take these two players, they've won 6 Steve Nagy awards as far as the sportsmanship award on tour. So nice guys going at it, going to finish first and second.
Oh my.
That was the lane. He came in light on the left of split in the 10th frame. I thought it might affect him as he starts this match. He made sure to get the ball up to the pocket.
And Tom Baker begins our championship match with a strike, and Parker Bohn wants to hear it from the crowd. 34-year-old Parker Bohn III.
Well, he left that 3-6-7 split in practice. Very fortunate to knock down the 3 and the 6, leaving only the 7 pin.
This is a guy who made 13 telecasts without winning and then won 2 in a row.
Well, he's a very consistent player, and he will continue to make a lot of telecasts and giving himself the opportunity to win more and more and more. He's a player that when he winds up his career should have 25 or 30 titles.
And Parker Bohn, you can see he has lost 14 of his last 15 title matches, but he likes it here at Harvest Park Bowl. He qualified second last year. He did lose to John Mazza in the title match.
Trying to put a little pressure on. There's the patented Parker Bohn III strike.
I guess that's what they mean by Parker Power. Parker, by the way, is the roommate of Jason Couch, who was our 3rd seed in this tournament. Tom Baker, frame number 2.
And that ball, you could see it down on the lane early. He did not get the extension. He's looking off to the right as if something bothered him, and it very well could have. But watch how early the ball hits the lane, hooks right through the nose. Now he's just got to get 9. That's a big break for Parker Bohn.
Open frame for Tom Baker in the 2nd.
We'll take a look at this first shot of Tom Baker. It just goes right through the heart. It has no chance. It leaves the 4, 6, and 7 pins. Tom's an experienced player. He's going to put that behind him, go back up on lane 17, and try to start striking again. And a great shot. Just barely gets the 9 pin out of the 4-9.
This is a guy who had 9 strikes in a row in our last game, and he started off with a strike here in our championship match, but has to settle for an open frame and now a spare in the 3rd.
As we hear the comments of Dave Smart, the ball rep for Tom Baker, he's saying that was a good shot, that was a good shot. The first one was a little slow. He was light last time. He's not light this time. Now there's the statement right there. Yes, I do want to win. Take a look at the beautiful shot that Parker Bohn throws. Really, just on the left-hand side of the lane, there is no one else, as far as I'm concerned, who throws it with the beauty and the fluidity that Parker Bohn has. He's like a ballet dancer going up the line.
He told me he was pretty good quickly when he took up bowling, and then he got some help from 3 pretty good bowlers who taught him how to do that.
Well, that's what you need to do when you come out in the title match. Show your power early. Talk about the Parker power. Watch where this ball ends up. High flush in the 1-2, and really not much of a chance for anything to stand. Tom Baker finds himself in a 32-pin deficit. That's got to stop hooking. It does.
And so Tom Baker with a strike in the 4th of our championship match. He's talking about Parker Bohn and those 3 bowlers who helped him. You know, he grew up in New Jersey, close to Dave Davis, Johnny Petraglia, and Mark Roth. Some pretty big names, and he said they all helped.
Well, he was very fortunate to have great players like that help him out when he was a youngster. But right now, Tom Baker needs to help himself out and start a doubling.
And he does. Baker with 2 straight strikes.
Ball a little light in the pocket. Fakes, mixes them up. Cuts that deficit down to 22. He knows he needs a strike. It's the 5th frame. He has to start now. All right.
So Parker Bohn now in the 5th frame of our championship match.
Working on 3 in a row.
Make it 4.
Well, I've watched Parker bowl on TV many, many times. I bowled against Parker a few times on television, and you know he's a great player, but you don't really know which Parker's going to come to play on what given day. He's had some great performances on television, and he's also had some tough ones. So it looks like the winning Parker could be with us today. Needs to keep his focus right now. He's thrown 4 shots in a row. They've all struck. He knows what he has to do, just needs to keep doing it.
And he does. Parker Bohn III strikes in the 6th championship match, much to the dismay of this man, Tom Baker. He's down by 42.
Well, you would have almost expected the exact opposite so far this game, but Parker Bohn feeling very much at home on the lanes right now for a triple. Tom Baker, he narrows that deficit to 32 pins, needs to continue on striking. Maybe a little bit of a mental lapse early in the game where he split in the 2nd frame and then wasn't able to get it going until the 4th.
Tom loves alternative music, and he told me that he'll listen to CDs of the group Bush in the car on the way to a bowling match, and he'll think about that in his head and try to get a rhythm. And he's in the rhythm now.
Hey, he's right back into this match. Only 22 pins now. Parker Bohn's been sitting on the bench for a while. He lost in the title match right here at Harvest Park Bowl last year to John Moz, as we said earlier.
He only bowled a 156 in that championship match a year ago.
Will it get there? No.
He left the 7th.
The match is now very, very much in doubt. 21-pin lead for Parker Bohn. Tom Baker starting to make a surge. But he made a good shot, kept the ball in play. Parker, too, likes to switch balls to shoot his spares. This ball shouldn't hook very much. Hard and straight. One of the best spare shooters on tour.
And the spare in the 7th for Parker Bohn III, ending his streak of 5 straight strikes. He's got a 21-pin lead coming to the 8th frame.
Parker working on a 239 pace. Tom Baker working at a 218 pace right now. So there's your difference. Boy, does he look good on lane 17. Not so bad on 18, but definitely he likes 17 better. And he chose to finish on that lane. So if Parker can figure out how to strike on lane 18 of the 9th frame, should be his tournament.
But Tom Baker will try to apply at least some pressure here. This is a man who grew up across the street from a bowling center, and that's where he learned to do that.
Great shot for Tom. Tom keeps himself in very good physical health. He works out, watches what he eats. Very much looking after that 43-year-old body. Sorry, Tom, I should have probably mentioned that.
Down by 11.
Strike here, make the lead just 1 pin for Parker Bohn and really put the pressure back on him into having to perform on that right-hand lane.
Tom Baker.
What a great shot from Tom Baker in an extraordinarily tough position. A must shot for